Yo everyone, what's going on? My name's Nathan, and today we're going to be checking out the STL Tonehub pack for Beau Burchell. Now, Beau is the guitarist and founding member of Seosin. He also does a lot of studio work, and he has a ton of amps. He's amassed all this gear over time. So in this Tonehub pack, they've profiled his amps, which he's saying have had a bunch of tweaks to them. He's done them with his guitar tech, just small tweaks to get them sounding more in the realm of what he likes. So I reckon if you're a fan of Seosin, this is going to be a pack worth checking out. Oh, look at that. Through the power of editing, I now have a guitar in my hand. This guitar here is in D standard, so it's drop tuned a little bit. It's a 61 reissue with the stock pickups from Gibson. So just pulled up Tonehub here in a brand new Reaper session, and I thought we'd just walk through the tones before we start trying them out. So the main sort of sections that they're split up into is V30s and Creambacks, and then there's a few bonus tones at the bottom. For the video, I'm pretty much going to stick to the V30s because I like that sound noodling around the guitars. The Creambacks I would use in a more recording setup where I'd start to blend tones and that kind of thing. But just for playing, I like to stick to the V30s. So the amps we've got here is the JCM 800. Very cool amp, iconic. Is 87X, which is kind of like a plexi. An Otis, which I've never played before. The Badcat 6505, I think it's a 5153. Now this Triamp, that's one that I'm looking forward to trying because he's actually profiled this off his H&K Triamp, which they've used for a bunch of Seosin recordings and other cool recordings from the studio. So he's talked about that one, especially caught my ears, so I want to check that out for sure. Let's go check out the first one, the JCM 800 mid-gain. One of the things that I personally look at with digital amp sims is not so much how perfect a recreation is this 800 sim to what I expect an 800 to sound like, but as long as you're getting a good sound out of it and then it kind of sounds like an 800, that's sort of my main goal. So the first thing that I'm really listening for is like, is this a good sound? If that's a good sound, then that's sort of achieving the goal. Also, playing under the hand, that's a huge thing. I found that like a lot of the early modelers, very experienced and good mixing engineers could get those to sound good, but whether they would feel good under the hands was a totally different story. And the feeling under the hand, it's pretty good. I don't want to keep choosing every single tone and go through a list of 70 tones. So let's take a close look here with the difference on the 3 boosts. I'd expect that 808 to sort of roll off that low end because that's sort of what it does. I'll see what the focus does. And the isosceles boost. I mean, if you can clearly hear the difference between all these 3 boosts, leave it in the comments below. What a great segue. Smash that like and subscribe to the channel because we're going to be doing more content like this. But yeah, I can't hear a world of difference between everything. The isosceles boost sounds good to me, which is funny because it's a DIY boost. In all honesty, it's probably like half a dB louder, and that's why it sounds good, but I don't care the reason, it sounds good to me. Let's check this diode clipping, the 87X. That's some good chime going on there behind that tone. I'm going to save giving my opinions left, right, and center over every single tone because that's not really the goal of these videos. It's kind of like a demo, so you can watch it, just chillax, hear me talk about general things, but also sort of come to your own conclusion whether you like the tones on this stuff. All right, so this Otis amp, I really don't know much about the Otis amp, but let's check it out with the isosceles boost. squeal. Yeah, if I lower that gate, you can get some some craziness going on there. Let's check out the clean tone. Not that I play too often. It's not like the modern pop punk thing is. It's just like the. I mean, you know, it really depends what application you're going for, but it's pretty good. Let's check out this Badcat. That's good. That's a really nice tone. Oh yeah, it's got the squeal. Also, when I did that intro, how sick is that riff? Alright, so the next we're going to look at is the 6505. We'll do with the isosceles boost. You might have heard of this amp before. A couple bands use it. I really need to start learning like the hardcore guitarist playbook with some riffs. I guess the modern day version is more like. Low gain, I'm not even clicking on that. 5153 with that isosceles boost. I've got one in the background there, the 50 watt. Very partial to this amp. I love the distortion characteristics of the 5153. Alright, so Beau's from Orange County. Let me play him out with some of my boys. You should know this song. Let me know in the comments. Alright, so next is the Triamp. This is the one that I want to check. Straight to the isosceles boost, channel 3B. I'm not even too familiar with Triamps, if I'm honest. I'm just going to go for this one. Let's see how it sounds. If you ever come to Sydney, need a backup guitarist who can play one song, you know who to call, I'm your guy. No, that's good. That's sounding really, really good. Let's check the Creamback version of this. So let's listen to this now. It's the V30. We'll hit it with the Creamback version. Something about hearing a Creamback on its own, it just reminds me of some kid playing a little 5-watt practice amp, a little PV or something. It sounds good in a mix, like when you blend things together, I'm sure it all starts to sound really awesome, but on its own, that's practice ampy to me. I don't know what that is. See the 800 in the Creamback. I uploaded a sample of this video, already got copyright claim, so why not go for the hits? The Tony Hawk compilation, Tony Hawk X Beau STL pack. But let's check out some of these at the end. This is the 5150 live tone. When I play live, you know, if I keep saying it, might happen. I wish there was a little bit more description on these tones because I don't know what the intention of them was. And if I'm just scrolling through tones like this, not as inspiring as the first batch in the V30 section, but you know, maybe different guitars, it could just be this one. These pickups, the V30s are sounding a lot better. Not bad, not bad. Let's go metal, play some metal. Very metallic-y, hey. Now, if I remember correctly, I really liked this last tone. You know, if I ever did a video about how to dial in amp sims, just clicking endlessly like I've done here in this demo video is one way to quickly cheese out your ears, because even me, by the time I've got to the end of this list, things are starting to sound crazy, because I know this last amp sim sounded really good when I was playing it before, but listening to it now after going through those other ones just really cheeses you out. If I was using this in the real world, I would have just stuck to those first, like the 5153, that was a great one. So preset 23, 32, and the Badcat, they were all really, really good. Like those three tones alone, I mean, how much tone switching do I really need to do? Like, I just want to play guitar, and those would have been good. All right, so there we have it. That's the STL Tonehub Beau Burchell pack. Now, the cool thing about Tonehub is the subscription they've just announced it in the last month or two. It's $15 a month, and you get access to all their Tonehub packs. There's a ton of them. I think they used to be like $50 a pop, and the main app was like $200 US. So it actually used to be a very, very steep entry point. Like, I wanted to try this Beau pack as soon as it came out, but I didn't have Tonehub and I wasn't about to spend $200 just to trial something. So very, very cool that you can just do a trial now, or if you want to pick it up for like 2 months or 3 months, whatever you want to try it for, it's only $15 a month. It's not going to break the bank. And if it's something that you want to keep, then look into buying it. Maybe they'll do some Black Friday deals, that kind of thing. So yeah, overall, pretty impressed with it. As far as amp sims go, not a bad one by any stretch. Some very, very good tones straight off the bat. As always, you be the judge. You heard what I was playing with, no trickery, no post EQ, nothing like that going on. All right, that's it for the video. I'm just going to mention that I did launch a Discord community. I mean, I'm such a new channel here, but I've done this sort of stuff before, and I wanted to launch a Discord server straight off the bat. So if that's the sort of thing you're into, if you want to talk about guitar stuff, plugins, mixing, recording, show me what you got going on, maybe you can give me some video ideas. We already got a couple guys there. I'll leave a link to the Discord server in the description, so come on, have a chat, do all that kind of thing. If you've got any comments about Tonehub, any questions, drop them below. I'll do my best to answer them. But as always, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and have a good one.